pleasant good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to Bob Stein Stadium. It is opening day here for the baseball team here on the campus of the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega as the Nighthawks look to kick off their 2023 season here at home in a three-game series against Mars Hill University. Opening day here at the Steiner on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Robert DiClemente here, joined by Cooper Wow and the rest of the Nighthawk Sports Network crew to bring you coverage of today's Division II baseball matchup. We are closing in on first pitch here. North Georgia trying to punch their ticket to the Peach Belt Conference Championship for the sixth time in 7 seasons. Just a remarkable run this team has been on almost the past decade, it feels. This team closed out their 2022 campaign losing to Georgia Southwestern in a best-of-3 series in the conference championship. Coach Tom Cottrell's team this year has had some change-ups to the roster. Most notably, they are without Cruz Taylor this season as the superstar outfielder graduated after the 2022 season and has moved on to play for the Billings Mustangs of the Pioneer League as he makes a push towards Major League Baseball play. As we have first pitch here for you, the time is 4 o'clock. That'll be a ball. As we mentioned, Cruz Taylor moving on to the Billings Mustangs. The 2022 All-American Rawlings Gold Glove Award winner led the Nighthawks to a 31-20 record last season, hitting a staggering 23 home runs that not only led the team but led the entire Peach Belt Conference. So the Nighthawks are looking to make up for the loss of Taylor, but Coach Control's teams have never they've always been up to the challenge, and this leaves plenty of opportunities for players on this year's roster to step up to the plate, both literally and figuratively, as the Nighthawks get their first out of the season. In the visiting dugout, the Mountain Lions from Mars Hill University, they have already kicked off their season with a road loss to Carson Newman, 7-14 earlier this week. The Mountain Lions are coming off of an 18-30 outing last season where they were swept by the Nighthawks in their season series. But it is a new year and a new season as that ball gets caught for out number 2 for the Nighthawks. It's a new year and a new season for Coach Zach Honeycutt in his first season as head coach of the Mountain Lions, as he will look to get his first win this afternoon. And here are today's starting lineups. Cooper Wow will read those off for you.
For the University of North Georgia, today we're going to have Andrew Zapata, a freshman from Lawrenceville, playing center field. And then we'll have Jace Bowen batting second. He's playing third base, and he's a freshman from Claremont. And then we have Riley Frost playing shortstop, a sophomore from Roswell, Georgia. Followed by Nick Levensteins at first base, a senior from Arvada, Colorado. Jorge Arispero, left field, sophomore from Lawrenceville. Followed by Edwin Bowman as our designated hitter, a freshman from Suwanee, Georgia. And then Connor Frost, a second baseman for senior from Roswell. And then Justin Bailey, a right fielder, rising senior from Canton, Georgia. Followed by Andrew Shadburn, playing catcher currently. Freshman from Cumming. And you have Wes Lott on the mound. Well, not anymore because they just got their third out. He's a freshman from Douglasville.
So North Georgia gets 3 outs, and that'll move us to the bottom of the first inning. It is opening day here in Dahlonega. Got a nice day for baseball today. Thanks for tuning in with us as we will step aside. We've got plenty of action coming your way here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, We specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as the Nighthawks are up to bat.
Today's first inning is presented by Walden Realty, an official partner of North Georgia Baseball.
And first up in the batting order is going to be Andrews Opata, the freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia, the 6'2" outfielder.
Number 28, Andrews Opata.
As he has replaced Cruz Taylor to lead things off here for the Nighthawks. I believe the Nighthawks have a few freshmen that are starting off the batting order for them. That
First
ball is in
pitch.
for a strike.
Counts 0-1.
Ball number 2 is fouled into right field, so it'll be a 0-2 count.
Have to work his way out of this one. Catcher gives a sign. Sets, delivers. Hit by the pitch. Andrew Zapata will get out of his 0-2 count on that hit by pitch and take first base, which will give way for
Batting second, number 29,
Jace Bowman.
The 6-foot infielder, the freshman from Claremont, Georgia. As I mentioned earlier, a few freshmen starting off here for the Nighthawks.
Lefty batter versus a lefty pitcher.
Ball goes in for a strike, 0-1.
Pulls away from the bunt. Opata steals and is safe at second. Beats the tag on the head first dive.
Heads up play there by Opata as Bowen had to do a little dance there, try to avoid the pitch. Count is 1-1. As Bowen awaits the pitch. Again, does a little spin around there, so that'll put the count at 2-1. Got a beautiful day here in Dahlonega. Perfect weather for baseball. Sun is shining.
Not too chilly either, even though it is February.
Doesn't seem like it's too windy either, as
Bunt
here from
down the right
Bowen.
side, and he's going to be safe. Pitcher holds, does not throw. Runner on second advances to third, and there are still no outs for Riley Frost.
Number 23, Riley Frost.
Riley Frost up to bat. The sophomore from Roswell, Georgia. 6'1" infielder. As Marcel's catcher tries to get things straightened out here. As Frost awaits the pitch. Ball goes
Doesn't
for a
swing.
strike.
See if we can get some somewhat aggressive base running here and get the runner from first to second, put two runners in scoring position. One's outside, I believe. Counts now 1-1.
If Frost can get something down in the right outfield, would definitely bring Pata home.
Pickoff attempt at first. Unsuccessful.
Count still 1-1. As Frost awaits the pitch. Ball is high, so it's a 2-1 count now.
That one's hit into left center field and is caught. Runner will tag and score. And the Nighthawks have their first run of the season. Their first lead of the season on that sac fly into left center field.
Number 21,
So
Nick
Pata
Levenstein.
gets home. That'll bring Nick Levenstein up to the plate, the 6'2 infielder, senior from Evrata, Colorado. Levenstein's one of the veterans on this Nighthawk squad. Wins the pitch. It's a 1-0 count. As Jorge Espiro is on deck.
We'll be hoping to knock in at least one run. Counts 1-1. There's one out. Inside. Batter ducks away. It'll be 2-1 now.
Nighthawk showing good discipline here. Pitch is in. Ball gets to the third baseman. But Levensteins will make it to first base.
Now batting
He's got
number
2
1,
outs here.
Jorge Arispro.
Which brings up Jorge Arispiro, the 6-foot infielder, sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia. As he is now up to bat. Just a runner on first for the Nighthawks as Levenstein was able to get there.
Outside. So it'll be ball 1. 2 outs.
Ball is in for a strike. 1-1 count.
Third base coach Cantrell gives the sign for Respro. Swings, that's popped up into the infield. A little bit of
That'll be out number 3, which will take us to the second inning. But the Nighthawks were able to get on the board there, and they take a 1-0 lead. We got more action coming your way here shortly on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Now batting number 30, Zach Weaver.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as number 30, Zach Weaver, is up to bat for Mars Hill.
Today's second inning is presented by Howard Brothers, an official partner of North Georgia baseball, as batter swings and misses.
Zach Weaver, the junior from Apopka, Florida, seeing his first action of the day here in Dahlonega as that ball is fouled. 0-2 count.
Strike three swinging. That'll be one out. I believe the first strikeout of the season for West Lott. Hopefully many more to come.
That'll bring up Dawson Connell to the plate, the junior from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Plays both infield and outfield.
Watches that pitch just outside for a ball. And that one's right down Main Street. Now the count's 1-1.
He has one RBI and one run so far this season for Connell.
That one's popped up into shallow center and will be caught by Andrew Zapata for out number one.
So quick 2 outs here for the Nighthawks.
Number 3,
As that brings up Trey Putnam, the junior outfielder from Mooresville, North Carolina. Two outs, swing, foul ball. Goes over the net and behind the stands here. Got a great crowd here today at the Steiner.
Mars Hill still looking for their first base hit. Counts 0-1. Deliver. It's way outside. It'll be 1-1. Nice little breeze coming in from right field, right to left, as the sun is setting.
Ball's a little low, so 2-1 count here. Mars Hill in their bright yellow jerseys today. As that ball gets down.
A line shot into center field will be Mars Hill's first hit of the day. Single.
number 27, Trevor Bailey.
So Trevor Bailey up to bat, the junior from Leicester, North Carolina. Trying to make something happen here with a runner on first. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Wes Lott on the mound for the Nighthawks. He is a transfer from South Georgia State.
Pickoff is off. Saved by the second baseman. Runner will be safe at second. No tag.
So Putnam makes it to second. Making things a little easier here for Bailey.
It's going to be a grounder to shortstop. Should be an out at first. It will be. That'll be
to the bottom of the second inning. So no runs scored here for Mars Hill. That'll bring the Nighthawks up to the plate here. You are watching Division II baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
I need to try it first.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could buy your next vehicle without going to the dealership? Now you can with Beaver Direct. It's fast and really simple. Log into beavertoyotaupcoming.com, click on Beaver Direct, quietly shop from hundreds of vehicles, obtain a credit approval and trade appraisal in minutes.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as Edwin Bowman is up to bat. The 6'4" freshman from Suwanee, Georgia.
Designated hitter today. Swings and misses on strike one.
North Georgia comes into the season ranked number 4 in the Peach Belt Conference. Preseason preview behind the unanimous number 1 Columbus State, followed by Blood Mountain rivals Young Harris at number 2 as North Georgia gets out there. So 1 out for the Nighthawks. Georgia College and State University is ranked at number 3, and a tie between North Georgia and Georgia Southwestern for the number 4 spot.
This will be Connor Frost now. Second base today. Looking to get something going for the Nighthawks here.
The 6-foot senior from Roswell, Georgia, transfer out of East Georgia State.
Pitch number 1 is inside. That'll be ball 1 for Connor Frost.
Pitches in for another ball. So a 2-0 count here for Frost.
Pitcher delivers. It's high again. Now it's ball 3. Connor Frost way ahead. 3-0 in the count. 1 out. Be surprised to see him swing here. And that'll be strike number 1. Counts now 3-1. Delivery is in, and now we have a full count.
Expect to see Frost potentially swing here.
That'll be grounded down the third base line short. It won't get there in time, and the throw misses. Connor Frost will advance to second, jogging. And that'll be an error for Mars Hill.
So an from Mars Hill puts Frost at second.
Number 2, Justin Bailey.
That'll bring Justin Bailey to the plate, the 5'9" senior from Canton, Georgia, out of Woodstock High School. As Brian Smart will send the pitch in here.
One's way outside, and it'll be ball 1.
Brian Smart, the left-handed pitcher, junior from Melbourne, Australia.
Way out there.
It's come a long way to play for Mars Hill. Mars Hill just about a 3-hour commute from North Georgia, so not too long of a bus ride there as the pitch is in.
It'll be high, and it'll be ball. Second baseman shadows. The pitch is in.
Right.
Connor Frost still on second. Bailey is looking to hit him in here.
Frost, one of the veterans on this Nighthawk squad.
This will be out number 2, but it advances Frost to third.
That'll put Andrew Shadburn on the plate, the freshman from Cumming, Georgia.
Number 18, Andrew Shadburn.
Center fielder, 6 foot. As Cooper mentioned earlier, trying to bring Frost home here. Pitch is in, high right, so it's a 1-0 count.
Frost will be running on any hit into the outfield. It'll be right down the middle for strike 2, or strike 1, I believe.
Pitch is in for another strike, so another strike, sorry. So 1-2 count here.
Shadburn is the last of 4 freshmen in the batting lineup today. Pulls back on that one, and it'll be a 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Ball's fouled over the
Out.
stands.
Over the net and all. We'll do it again.
2-2 count for Shadburn.
That one's popped into right field, right on the line. He drops it. That'll be an error.
That'll bring Frost home, so the Nighthawks go up 2-0.
Back up to bat, number 28,
As
Andrews Opana.
Trey Putnam fumbles the ball there in the outfield. Would have been out number 3, taking us to the 3rd inning, but that error there puts the Nighthawks up 2-0. As that pitch is in for a ball. Opata back up to the plate here for North Georgia. Opata had that run scored in the 1st inning.
On a sac fly from Riley Frost that had gone into right center.
That ball is fouled, so we have a 1-1 count here.
One's grounded to short. He's going to have to throw over his shoulder. Throw will be in time. That'll be out number 3. And the end of the second inning.
So that'll take us to the third. And not before the Nighthawks can go up 2-0. That'll put Mars Hill up to bat. We've got more action coming your way here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Mars Hill is up to bat. Chad Sykes at the plate, the infielder, junior, 5'10", from Monroe, North Carolina.
Swings at the first pitch. It'll be soft to short and out number 1. Today's third inning is presented by Captain D's of Dahlonega, an official partner of North Georgia Baseball.
So North Georgia getting to work here early. Quick first out, which will bring number 23, Chris Bleeker, to the plate.
It'll be low and ball 1.
Bleeker, the junior from Apex, North Carolina.
One's fouled right back at us. Thank goodness for the net.
Thankful for the net.
1-1. Lock gets the signal, delivers. It's fouled down the right field line, just over the right side wall by the Nighthawk bullpen. It counts 1-2. Off-speed pitch, trying to throw the batter off. Couldn't quite get him though, and now it's 2-2.
Swing and a miss for strike number 3. 2 outs here.
Back up to bat, number 5, Luke Hayes.
I'll bring Luke Hayes back up to bat.
And it'll be in for strike 1 on the far side of the plate. Great pitch there from West Lot. Gets him with another one. Now, just like that, Lot is ahead. 0 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Couldn't get him with a little outside pitch. Now it'll be 1-2.
See what Lot does here.
One's low, trying to paint the corner there. Now it's 2-2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss. That'll take us to the bottom of the third inning. So Mars Hill unable to score there. Puts Nighthawks back on the plate. Got more action coming your way here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Jace Bowen up to bat here. Freshman from Claremont, Georgia. That ball is low and right, so it is a 1-0 count. In for a strike, so we have a 1-1 count here.
It'll be strike 2.
It's just inside the left side of the box. Swinging a foul ball here. Count still 1-2.
A successful bunt earlier in the first inning that advanced Andrew Zapata to third base and would later on lead to the Nighthawks' first run of the season. That's a great hit right over the pitcher's head into center field, and it'll be a single.
That'll put Bowen on first base, which brings up Riley Frost to the plate.
23, Riley Frost.
Frost in his second at-bat of the day.
Frost had the sac fly. I went to right center field and gave the Nighthawks that 1-0 lead. This will be a grounder picked up by the third baseman. They'll get the out at second, but cannot turn 2.
So Frost gets to first, but Bowen is out. That'll bring Nick Levensteins back up to the plate. This is the first of a 3-game series between these two squads, with Game 2 on Saturday at 1 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m. here at Bob Stein Stadium. This is also the start of a 13-game home streak for the Nighthawks, as they will not hit the road for the entire month of February until they play Augusta University on March 4th. That'll be the first time they play on the road.
Nighthawks will be hoping to not drop a game until, well, at all, but especially not at home. Got to take care of home.
13-0.
That pitch is in for strike 1. Counts now 2-1 for Nick Levensteins. That one's inside. Levensteins back steps to miss it.
Got a couple student athletes here at the University of North Georgia watching the game. swing and a miss here, so that makes it a 3-2 count for Levensteins. Some of the North Georgia women's basketball team here supporting their Nighthawks, as they have a game tomorrow as well. Ball's fouled by Levenstein, so the count is still 3-2.
Only one out, so a pop-up means that the runner will not take off, but a grounder forces the runner, and that'll be foul down the first base line.
Gets ready for the pitch.
Digs in, hoping to win this lefty-lefty matchup. Swings and misses, but the runner takes off, and he'll get this. He'll get the bag.
So Frost will get to second, but Levenstein does strike out there. Puts Nighthawks at 2 outs here. That'll bring Jorge Arispero back up to bat here from North Georgia.
2 outs. We looking to get this runner in. Hoping to extend this lead. That'll be high for ball 1.
North Georgia 9-0 all-time against Mars Hill, sweeping the season series last year.
And that pitch did not come into the plate, so it'll be 2-0.
Nighthawks trying to extend their streak against this team. Trying to make it to 10-0 after today. Mars Hill trying to get their first win here against this Nighthawk squad.
And that one hits the dirt before it gets to the plate, and the runner will advance to third. There will be no attempt.
So a 3-0 count here for Arispero.
Arispero probably won't be swinging at this next pitch unless it is absolutely perfect.
Frost advancing to third here. If he can get it down in the right outfield, would put him home. But
That'll be a walk on 4 pitches, which will bring up Edwin Bowman, the designated hitter.
the runner on first, the runner on third. Nighthawks would love to come away with something here. 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Ball 1 chant from the stands will be unsuccessful as the pitcher gets that over the plate for strike 1. That one will be low and away. Ball 1. Counts 1-1 now. Runners on the corners. Hoping to at least get one of them home. That'll be fouled down the third baseline towards the third base coach, who was unnerved.
Still got a 1-2 count here. As Frost is on deck.
That'll be fouled down the first baseline towards the Nighthawks dugout. Bowman is fighting here. Driving up the pitch count.
One-two count, pitches in.
That one's low. Now it'll be 2-2. 2 outs, 2 runners on.
So we got a Frost on third, and we got a Frost up to bat. This number 9, Connor Frost, is on deck here. We got number 23, Riley Frost, on third.
That'll be a called strike for out number 3.
So Nighthawks unable to come away with anything there in the third inning. That'll take us to the fourth. We will be right back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waltonco.com.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as Mars Hill is up to bat here.
Today's fourth inning is presented by the Chattahoochee Group, an official partner of North Georgia Baseball. Sponsored that strike right there from West Lot.
As Alex Naran is up to bat, the junior from Omaha, Nebraska.
That one gets away from West Lot. It'll be 1-1. It's also outside. That'll be 2-1.
We got a 2-1 count here. Pitches in.
Ground ball to short. Gathers. Throw is a little bit high, but not too high for Levensteins, and that'll be out number 1.
Levenstein standing at 6'2", so he's able to catch that ball, even though it's just a little high. I'll bring number 6, Jordan Lath, up to bat, the senior infielder, 5'8", from Belmont, North Carolina.
Breaking pitch there was high on the inside part of the plate. It'll be ball number 1. This one will be popped. I think it'll stay in. Yep, and it'll be caught in between Mars Hill dugout and bullpen for out number 2.
So 2 quick outs here for the Nighthawks.
Number 3, Zach Weaver.
Nighthawks so far have done a very good job defensively, working pretty quick.
They'll bring number 30, Zach Weaver, up. As the junior infielder and right-handed pitcher, seeing his second action of the day at the plate.
And that pitch will be outside for him. Ball number 1.
As we mentioned earlier, the North Georgia women's basketball game is happening tomorrow. North Georgia tennis also happening today. It started at 2 p.m.
And that'll be a hit by pitch. The umpire trots with the runner right there to make sure he doesn't charge.
Number 9, Dawson Connell.
That pitch puts a runner at first, and that'll bring number 9 up to bat for Mars Hill, Dawson Connell. Swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Like the batter stepped back a little bit, stepped out rather than towards the ball. There's a pickoff attempt. Just trying to keep the runner honest. Lott delivers. That'll be strike 2. Making the count 0-2. 2 outs. Play is at first or second. That one's low, gets away. Runner will advance to second. Now the play is just at first.
So 1-2 count here. As Cooper mentioned, runner advancing to second.
That one's fouled to the Nighthawk dugout. So the count will remain the same. 1-2. Lott shakes his head at a signal. Doesn't want that one. Catcher gives him a signal he likes. Delivery. It's outside and it gets away again. Runner will advance to third now. The Nighthawks need to be careful not to let Mars Hill get on the board.
Got 2-2 count here. Connell awaits the pitch.
That one's
Swung high
hit
in the air.
into left field. It'll be caught easily by Apata. Route number 3.
That'll take us to the bottom of the 4th. You are watching the Nighthawk Sports Network, and we will be right back.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as North Georgia is up to bat. Connor Frost.
Connor Frost, Justin Bailey, and Andrew Shadburn rounding out the bottom of the lineup here.
As Mars Hill makes a pitching change here. Number 44, Sam Kaplan, the right-handed pitcher, senior from Summerfield, North Carolina, comes in for Brian Smart. So that pitch is in, 1-0 count.
Now pitching for Mars Hill, number 44, Sam Kaplan.
Pitcher's working quick here, but it's 2 balls for Connor Frost.
2-0 count here for Frost. The pitch is in. Ball 3. 3-0 count here for Frost.
Ooh, and that one hits him. Connor Frost will toss the bat to the dugout and trot on over to first.
And that'll bring number 2, Justin Bailey, up to bat for the second time today. Bailey, the senior from Woodstock High School. Same hometown as mine, went to the rival Etowah High School. As the count is 0-1 for Bailey. Bunts here.
Won't quite beat the play, but he will advance the runner.
So Bailey's out here, 1 out for the Nighthawks. And that'll bring up number 18, Andrew Shadburn. As he sees his second at-bat of the day.
Shadburn got an RBI on what would have been a flyout to right field, but the right fielder dropped it. It was an error.
That first pitch is in for a strike.
The
0-1
second
count. Opata is on deck.
Gets around that one, but it's going to be fouled down the third baseline and into the Mars Hill dugout.
0-2 count here. Shadburn will try to bring Opata back up to the plate. Pitch is in. High. So it'll be a 1-2 count here.
Shadburn had to duck at that one. He's going to fight his way back through this count, hopefully. Swing and a miss. Could not find contact there. That'll be out number 2, which will bring up Andrew Zapata. Hit by a pitch in the first inning and ended up scoring a run. And then in his second at bat was out. A breaking pitch there. Will be strike number 1 for Andrew Zapata.
Hopefully the third time's a charm here for Opata. So he will try to make something happen with 2 outs here.
Checks at that one. Was inside. Now it counts 1-1. Swings at that one, but doesn't make contact. Count will be 1-2.
2 outs here for Okada. See if he can make something happen here. The runner at second.
Swings again, doesn't make contact. That'll be another strikeout in the end of the inning.
That'll take us to the 5th. We'll be right back with you here shortly on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
I need to try it first.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could buy your next vehicle without going to the dealership? Now you can with Beaver Direct. It's fast and really simple. Log into BeaverToyotaComing.com, click on Beaver Direct, quietly shop from hundreds of vehicles, obtain a credit approval and trade appraisal in
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as Mars Hill is up to bat.
First pitch was in for a strike. And Lott is able to get the runner swinging right there, or the batter swinging. Today's 5th inning is presented by Moore's Hardware and Lumber, official partner of North Georgia Baseball. Lott delivers. Almost a check swing there to short. It'll be an out. Great throw there by Riley Frost to get it there in time.
So that'll bring up number 27 for Mars Hill, Trevor Bailey. The center fielder from Leicester, North Carolina.
That pitch was low for ball 1. But Lott gets him swinging there to even the count up. 1-1. 1 out. After the grounder to short.
Foul ball there. As we mentioned earlier, the North Georgia women's basketball team here in attendance, they have a game tomorrow against Georgia Southwestern. That game is at 1:30 p.m. in the Convocation Center. You can also catch that game on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
It'll be a very important game for them.
Yes, the women's team is trying to break a 4-game losing streak currently, which is a rare sight to see from Coach Buffy's teams.
Grounder first right there, I believe that was. It was an easy out for the Nighthawks defense.
The women's basketball team losing to Georgia Southwestern earlier this season, as that ball is hit into center field for out number 3, which will take us to the bottom of the 5th. Quick 3 and out there for Mars Hill. So we'll be right back with you on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
Back with you here in Dahlonega. Nighthawks are up to bat. Jace Bowen up first.
Had a successful bunt in the first inning. And then his next at bat hit a single in a shallow outfield. See what he can do here.
Pitches in.
For strike one. Pitcher's working quickly here. Gets another strike by Jace Bowen. Make it 0-2.
Pitchers have been very aggressive to start out these innings from both teams.
That one will get into the dirt, though. Now it'll be 1-2. Checks up there, and it's a good thing he did, because that one was low and inside. So that'll improve the count to 2-2 for him.
Coach Control seems always been very disciplined at the plate as that ball goes in for a 3-2 count.
Worked it all the way to a full count here. Just got to see it straight one more time. Swings but does not make contact. And that'll be strikeout.
So Bowen striking out at the plate there, but that'll bring up number 23, Riley Frost, to the plate. See what he can do here with one out.
This will be Riley Frost. He had a sac fly in the first inning and an RBI. Obvious, yeah. Then he had a single in his next at bat.
Pitches in for a 1-0 count. It'll be a 2-0 count.
Turns away from that breaking ball that either wasn't placed as well as the pitcher wanted or didn't break the way he anticipated. But he'll get him on the next pitch. Make it
a 2-1 count here. Swing and miss, so 2-2 here. Levenstein's on deck.
Two and two. Here's the pitch. Frost swings and misses. That'll be another strikeout for the Mars Hill pitching squad.
So Sam Kaplan giving some life to this Mars Hills team. Which brings Levenstein's up to bat.
Second baseman playing deep into the grass here. Got a shift on for Levenstein's, actually. Shortstop is on the second baseman's side of the second base bag.
Pitches in for a 1-0 count. Lowenstein waits the second pitch.
Levensteins will take that one into the back, and he'll get a free base.
Pitch puts Levensteins on first, which brings up number 1, Jorge Arispero, to bat.
A fly out earlier, and then a walk.
A couple players here in this game hit with pitches.
Already 3, actually, for North Georgia. And then, I believe, 1 for Mars Hill. That pitch will not hit a batter, though. It'll be a strike 1
Right down the middle.
for Jorge Arispero. Waiting for the signal from Coach Cantrell. That one will be inside. He won't be able to swing at that one. Now the count will be 1-1.
Bowman is on deck. 2 outs here for the Nighthawks.
That's a high grounder right to the first baseman. It'll be out number 3.
So after a couple of scoreless innings, that'll take us to the 6th. We're watching Division II baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. We will be right back.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Mars Hill up to bat.
Today's 6th inning is presented by Rains Grading, an official partner of North Georgia Baseball. Westlock could not get that one over the plate, and it'll be 1-0 for the batter. Now 2-0 for the batter.
Got a busy day for baseball here around the Peach Belt Conference as a lot of teams are kicking off their season today.
That one's lined over the second baseman. It'll be a single.
Ball flies over the head of Frost. Gets a runner on first. Number 5 for Mars Hill back up to the plate. Luke Hayes.
And he'll watch strike 1.
Last at bat was a strikeout. Going for a little redemption here.
That one's low and outside for ball 1. Even the count at 1-1.
Fairly low-scoring game so far. Still 2-0. Nighthawks on top. They're scoring in the bottom of the first and the bottom of the second.
3 scoreless innings follow.
Mars Hill just trying to get something going here in this game. That pitch is in for a strike. 1-2 count.
Swings and misses. And that'll be a strikeout for Wes Lott.
So 1 out here for Mars Hill.
Ball comes into third base from the Mars Hill dugout.
Now bring number 10, Alex Naran, up to the plate for Mars Hill.
Number 10, Alex Naran.
The junior outfielder, 5'11", from Omaha, Nebraska.
Looks like both bullpens are actually a little bit busy right now. Can't tell exactly who is warming up. That pitch will be outside of the strike zone. 1-0. Two and 0.
2-0 count. Naran was out at first his last time at bat. Here is that ball is fouled.
Caught by one of the Mars Hill players in the dugout, actually, off the net. It's kind of impressive.
Good catch there by Connell. Pitch is in.
This will be popped into right field. Caught. The runner will not be able to tag. There'll be 2 outs. Good job there from the Nighthawks defense not to let a runner advance into scoring position.
Now batting number 6, Jordan Lave.
Now put Jordan Lath back up to bat here for the Mountain Lions. Had a pop fly out his last time at bat.
And that pitch will be outside. 1-0. Will be low. 2-0.
If Lath is able to survive and get on base here, Weaver on deck for Mars Hill.
That one's fouled straight back at us.
2-1 count here. As Lath looks to make something happen.
Pickoff attempt. Good idea there. Lott keeps the runner honest again, even though he didn't get the out. That one catches the corner of the plate. Strike 2. Counts 2-2. 2 outs. That one's hit softly to second baseman. Won't bother to get to the bag. And he'll just throw it to Levensteins for out number 3.
bring us to the bottom of the 6 here. We will be right back with you on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. North Georgia up to bat. Number 24, Edwin Bowman.
Has not gotten on base yet today. Looking to change that here. A ground out, 2 ground outs and a strikeout so far.
Pitches in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Like I said before, got a lot of action going on in the Peach Belt Conference. A couple of games going on right now. But earlier today, Flagler lost 1-2 to Montevelo. The Lander and Eskren College game is happening right now. That game is tied 6-6 at the top of the 8th.
1-2 for Bowman here. His first hit still yet to be seen.
That'll bring up number 9, Connor Frost, to the plate.
Now batting number 9, Connor Frost.
Columbus State and the University of West Alabama also kicking off today. That game is 7-3 in favor of West Alabama. The game is at the top of the 4th. Carson Newman and USC Aiken also happening right now. That game is also in the top of the 6th. We have the USC Aiken trailing 0-2. As the count is 1-0 for Frost.
Watches that pitch go by. 2-0.
A couple more games. The Georgia College and the University of Tampa game. First pitch set for 6 p.m. about 30 minutes from now. Georgia Southwestern and Palm Beach Atlantic University playing at 6 p.m. as well. And rounding off the schedule for today, USC Beaufort is in the Weber International. That game also kicking off at 6 p.m. As Frost advances to first there.
Number 2, Justin Bailey.
I'll bring Justin Bailey to the plate.
Lights are starting to warm up here in Lynn Cottrell Park. The sun is not quite over the hill. It's getting there. That pitch will be in for strike one.
Sunset's supposed to be at 6:07. As we are losing daylight here in Dahlonega.
Aggressive pickoff there. Unsuccessful though. It's Connor Frost at first. Oh. Justin Bailey also hit by a pitch right there. That one, got him in the helmet.
Yeah, a little close to the neck area of Bailey. So we've seen a few Nighthawks players hit by pitches here in this game, even after the pitching change, as Jordan Whitaker is now on the mound for Mars Hill, the freshman from Mills River, North Carolina.
That one's inside, almost hit Shadburn there. Current list of Nighthawks players that have been hit by a pitch today goes Andrew Zapata, Nick Levensteins, Connor Frost, and Justin Bailey, as we just saw. If you're a Mars Hill fan, that's a lengthier list than you would probably like.
The 1-1 count here for Shadburn.
That one's going to be outside, 2-1. Runners on first and second right now. It's Frost at second, Bailey at first. That one's hit into left field. It'll go off the wall. Cantrell waves one and holds the next. So Frost will score. Bailey gets to third. And Shadburn gets a nice double right there.
So, after a few scoreless innings, the Nighthawks finally get back on the board here as Frost reaches home. And that'll bring Opata back up to the plate.
Contact there for Opata, but not into play. So it'll be 0-1 for him. Only one out here. So the runners are not taking off on contact. And they'll have to hold in the case of a fly ball. Opata swings and misses that one. Now it'll be 0-2.
Game compared to last season has been fairly low scoring. North Georgia winning their series, all three games in the series against Mars Hill last year. Being 9-5 in the first game, 12-6 in the second, and 12-4 in the third.
That pitch was in the dirt, so it'll be 1-2 for Opata.
That third game of the series last year, which was the last time these two squads faced off. The Lions scored those first two innings, but Nighthawks responded in a big way with Tim Conway and Nick Levenstein hitting back-to-back RBI doubles in the bottom of the fifth. Conway also had himself a 3-run homer to push the Nighthawks to a dominant win. The ball from Opata is fouled. 1-2 count.
And that one's going to be low. 2-2. Good eye there by Opata. Good patience from him. Fouls that one to Mars Hill dugout.
Nighthawks looking for their first homer of the season. Pod is more than capable of reaching that 390 mark there in the outfield.
Grounded past the first baseman. That's going to be at least one. Cantrell's going to hold the second, though. So a single there for Apata and an RBI.
So no homer needed. Brings Justin Bailey home to extend their lead to 4-0 as Bowen is back up to the plate.
Ball comes in from the Mars Hill dugout all the way behind the catchers. Home plate. So take a moment there.
So one out here for the Nighthawks as they have a runner on first and a runner on third.
That'll be outside. Ball one.
Bowen will try to bring Shadburn home here. Pitches in.
It's high. Throws not going to be able to get Apata. Taking second there.
Bowen's able to get to first while bases loaded here for Riley Frost, who is on deck.
That one's down in the dirt.
3-0
Shadburn
count.
had to hold there. Thought it might have gotten by the catcher, but not this time. 3-0. Be surprised to see Bowen swing here. It's got to be perfect. Still one out. And that one will get over the plate. 3-1. Still Bowen will be looking for a pitch that he wants here. He's got an extra strike to play with. These two runners. Swings, that's a grounder. Second base, deep. Fielded, but he won't be able to make a play on it, and that'll score Shadburn.
So as Cooper mentioned, Shadburn makes a home, extends the lead to 5-0. Nighthawks having their best inning of the day so far. That brings Riley Frost up to bat.
The catcher will go out to have a word with the pitcher here. Before Frost steps up. Try and stop the bleeding here. Runners on the corners. Zapata and Bowen.
Frost looking to extend their lead here.
That'll be outside. Ball one.
Again, we've got a runner on first and a runner on third.
That one's going to be over the inside of the plate to even the count up at 1-1. Still one out. Nighthawks are in business right now. 3 runs in the inning.
Pata still at third.
That one will be low. Tried to put it in the same spot as the previous pitch, but umpire did not give a call.
Pitch is in.
That one's foul. Hit straight up behind. Stays in play. Catcher makes a good play right there to catch that.
Heads up play by Bailey to get the second out here. That'll bring up Levensteins.
Number 21, Nick Levenstein.
So 2 outs here. As Levensteins will look to add on to this Nighthawks solid inning they've been having here.
Apata trying to distract the pitcher here. Had a big lead there. Third baseman not covering. Again, Mars Hill is playing the shift. Daring Levensteins to hit it somewhere on the left side of the field. Won't swing. Count will be 1-1. Apata at third. Bowen at second. Fakes the steal right there.
Pitch is in for a 2-1 count here.
Potter's doing a really good job of distracting the pitcher right now. Staring him down. Third baseman still not bothered to cover the bag at all. And try and hold Apata. That one's fouled towards the soccer complex.
So 2-2 count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And 2 runners for Nick Levensteins. That one's in the dirt. Full count now for Levensteins. For the first time this at bat, third baseman goes over to cover the bag and keep Apata all the way back.
Arisborough is on deck.
And that one is not fielded cleanly or thrown cleanly, but they'll call him out. Said the first baseman got his foot on the bag. So Nighthawks will strand 2.
So that'll take us to the 7th inning. We got 6 down, 3 to go. We'll be right back with you on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Back with you here in Dahlonega. Mars Hill is up to bat.
Today's 7th inning is presented by Zaxby's of Dahlonega, official partner of North Georgia Baseball.
So we've got a Wendy's call to the bullpen as number 16, Daniel Courtney, is on the mound here for the Nighthawks, the lefty sophomore pitcher from Peachtree City, Georgia.
Went to high school at Stars Mill.
As he will face off first against Zach Weaver. That
one's hit into deep left center, but Apata's going to get there for out number 1.
Now batting number 9, Dawson Connell.
So Wes Lott stepping off for North Georgia. That pitch is in low for a 1-0 count.
That one's going to catch the corner.
Couple of updates from around the Peach Belt Conference, like we mentioned earlier. Lots of games going on right now. University of West Alabama with the big lead against Columbus State. They're up 12-3 in the top of the 5th, just 1 out. So the Tigers from West Alabama pouring it on the Columbus State Cougars.
That ball was hit down the right field line, stayed and bounced in fair territory. Got a double for the Mars Hill squad.
Eskren versus Lander still tied at 6-6, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs in that game.
One strike right now. Courtney picks off. Almost had him. Field umpire called him safe. Got his hands around the tag. Courtney delivers. That's going to be over the plate for strike 2. 0-2 count. 1 out. Runner on second. Mars Hill still not on the board yet. Looking to make that change here. That pitch will get away from Courtney. It'll be ball 1.
Trey Putnam looks to make something happen here. The junior outfielder from Mooresville, North Carolina, sees the pitch. 2-2 count.
Courtney looks at the runner, delivers. That one's popped up down the left field line. Third baseman gloves it. Runner will not advance, and that'll be 2 outs for Mars Hill here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting number 27, Trevor Bailey.
And that'll bring the catcher, Trevor Bailey, up to bat here.
Swing and a miss there. 0-1 for the catcher.
As Jace Bowen had that out there to push it to 2 outs here.
Another pickoff attempt. It gets by. Apata's there to stop it. A great job by him, making sure the runner was not able to get up and take off for third.
So 0-1 count here.
That one just doesn't drop quite enough for Daniel Courtney.
Crowd not too happy with the umpire on that call. Makes it a 1-1 count.
That one's going to be foul on the first base line. Not by much, though. 1-2. Courtney, pitcher, still ahead.
Plate umpire signaled 2-2 there for this second, but quickly changed it to 1-2. And it is now 2-2.
It's a good call for him now.
I think he's predicting the future. As Bailey awaits the pitch.
Courtney sets, delivers. Bailey swings. It's going to be a drop, not a drop third.
It's going to be
Umpire signals out, number 3.
which will take us to the bottom of the 7th. We will be back with you here shortly on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
I need to try it first.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could buy your next vehicle without going to the dealership? Now you can with Beaver Direct. It's fast and really simple. Log into BeaverToyotaComing.com, click on Beaver Direct, quietly shop from hundreds of vehicles, obtain a credit approval and trade appraisal in minutes.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as the Nighthawks are up to bat.
Back up to bat for our Nighthawks. Number 1,
As we'll say, Jorge Arispero back at the plate. Trying to extend this Nighthawks lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Reesbro grounds one to third. Can't quite beat the tag. Or the throw, rather.
That'll bring up number 9, Connor Frost. Or Edwin Bowman, number 24. Frost is on deck.
That one almost hits Bowman there. That would have made him the 5th UNG batter to be hit by a pitch had it struck him. But instead it's a 1-1 count.
Bowman 6'4", freshman from Suwanee, Georgia, at North Gwinnett High School.
Oh, that one.
Almost made it number 5 there.
Yep.
But
Doesn't get much closer than that. Great reaction there from Bowman.
count is 3-1 now.
That'll be inside for ball 4.
Coach Tom Cottrell's teams always showed great discipline at the plate. Coach Tom Cottrell, one of the most distinguished coaches in North Georgia history, returns for his 24th season as the head coach of the baseball program. Coach Cantrell has been with the Nighthawks since 2000 as he approaches 800 career wins with North Georgia this season. Cantrell, a multi-time Coach of the Year, is looking for another 30-plus win season, which has just become a customary thing for him and his teams. They look to return to the Peach Belt Conference Championship and beyond this season. As Connor Frost up to the plate now, the 1-0 count. Make that a 2-0 count.
Cantrell is 793 and 472 all time.
Goes in for a strike, so a 2-1 count. Cantrell, one of the most distinguished coaches here in North Georgia's history.
A win here today would put him at 6 wins shy of 800.
Could potentially get to that 800 win mark before the Nighthawks even hit the road. As we mentioned earlier, they will be at home for the entire month of February, so plenty of opportunities here for him to hit number 800 as that pitch sends the runner to second. Is a full 3-2 count now.
The earliest that Coach Cantrell could get his 800th win would be February 17th. That's a Friday, 4 p.m. game against USC Aiken. What a milestone that would be.
Absolutely. 800 career wins in any sport.
It's quite an achievement.
Quite the achievement indeed.
And one that not a lot of coaches can get to.
And in the opposing dugout, as we mentioned earlier, head coach for Mars Hill, Zach Honeycutt. He's in his first season as head coach, as he's looking for win number 1. As the ball is driven into center field.
Dark contrast there. Not a great throw there from the second baseman. And the fans disagree with that call, saying that Connor Frost was out there at first.
That'll put Justin Bailey back up to bat here.
Bowman at third. At least I believe that's Bowman.
Pitches in for the 1-0 count. That is indeed Bowman at third.
That one's inside. Ball 2.
2-0 count here.
That would not have been the first time that Bailey had been hit by a pitch today. If it had been another inch or two inside. He grounds one to short. It's a slow roller.
And that'll be out number 3. So quick 3 and out here for Mars Hill. That'll take us to the 8th inning. We'll be right back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
Back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Mars Hill up to bat.
Now batting number 19, Chad Sykes.
Today's 8th inning is presented by Mason Tractor, official partner of North Georgia Baseball. Batter checks there. Probably should have gone, though. Now that counts 0-2. Reaches for that one. It's going to be popped up into right field. And it'll be caught for out number 1.
Easy out there. We'll bring up number 23
Now batting for Mars Hill, number
to the plate, Chris Bleeker, the junior from Apex, North Carolina.
And that one is tipped back up towards us.
Bleeker striking out in his last at-bat. As he awaits the pitch.
Got that right over the edge of the plate there. And now the batter's down 0-2.
One-two count here. As we mentioned earlier, the North Georgia women's basketball team having a game tomorrow. The men also it's a game against Georgia Southwestern at the Lynn Cottrell Arena. That game tipping off at 3:30 as the North Georgia men's squad tries to shake a 2-game losing streak as they lost a nail-biter of a game to USC Aiken on January 28th and losing on the road to Augusta 76-80. They were able to take a win against Georgia Southwestern earlier in the season, 75-66. So we'll look to extend their streak there as that ball is fouled.
Batter's been fighting his way back here. It's 2-2 now. No runners on. 1 out. Mars Hill is running out of time. They've got to put 5 runs on the board. And that'll be strike 3. 2 outs.
So, running out of time, running out of daylight here as the sun is starting to set here at the Steiner.
Back up to bat number 5, Luke.
Mars Hill has 4 outs to put up at least 5 runs. And that is assuming that they don't give up any more.
Luke Hayes with the single in his last at-bat.
Check swing tipped foul. 0-1. Swings all the way through that time, but same result. 0-2 now.
2 outs, 2 strikes here for number 5.
That one's in the dirt. It'll be 1-2.
Luke Hayes, the freshman from St. Augustine, Florida. Trying to start the comeback here for Mars Hill. As the Mountain Lions are in a
That one's right to the third baseman.
out number 3, which takes us to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back with you on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walden & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Shadburn is up to bat here for North Georgia.
And he'll watch pitch number 1 go by. It'll be strike 1. The American flag is still waving from right to left.
Ball heads right towards the American flag as out number 1 here.
That'll bring up Apata.
Now batting number 28, Andrews Opata.
Apata up to the plate. We have a change at catcher, number 55, Preston Holcomb, the center sophomore from Ider, Alabama. Seeing his first action of the night.
Apata gets that one into the Mars Hill dugout. Make sure they aren't falling asleep over there.
Count is going to be 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As Apata awaits the pitch.
Apata drills that one into right field. I think, yep, it's going to be caught. Just barely in foul territory.
Quick 2 outs here for Mars Hill. As that'll bring up to the plate number 29, Jace Bowen.
Number 29, Jace Bowen.
The freshman from Claremont, Georgia, North Hall High School.
Ball 1 for him. Ended the top half of this inning when a liner came straight at him over at third base. Watches another pitch go by. 2-0.
See if the freshman can make some noise here. That ball is outside. 3-0 count now.
There's a bunt and 2 singles today, I believe. Had a great day so far. And he'll take a walk right there.
4-0 count puts Bowen on first. That'll bring up Riley Frost to the plate.
Number 23, Riley Frost.
Frost, the 6'1" infielder from Roswell, Georgia, Pope High School.
Ooh.
Hits him in the back. And so is that number 5 or?
That is number 5. More than half of the Nighthawks lineup today has gotten a free bag,
Now batting number 21, Nick
only at the cost of a baseball hitting them.
So Levenstein's up to bat here. The infielder from Ralston Valley High School, as I mentioned earlier. He's one of the veterans here on this squad. I believe he was the second leader in home runs last year, but just behind Conway, which again, Conway was the leader in home runs for the entire Peach Belt Conference. So Levenstein's having himself a solid season in last year's campaign.
Fans are really getting into it tonight with some chants. Trying to distract the pitcher. Couldn't distract him that time, though. Evens the count at 1-1.
2 outs here for Levenstein's as he awaits the pitch.
Second baseman can't field that ball. Bounces just in front of his glove and gets over him.
Nighthawks are going to score a run here.
Well, probably listed as an error. It was a good piece of work there from Levenstein's to advance a runner and score a run.
Jace Bowen makes it home, makes the lead 6-0 for North Georgia, as Jorge Arispero is back up to the plate here for the Nighthawks. Trying to extend this lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch is in for strike 1. As Arispero awaits the pitch.
That one is fouled down the third base line. Very close to being a fair ball. Don't think the third baseman would have got it. Would have definitely scored the runner at third and probably put the runner at first at third as well.
Quick update on the Lander and Erskine game. That game is still tied 6-6 going into extra innings. Top of the 10th, 2 outs.
Well, that one's in the dirt. The runner's going to go for home, and he's going to get it. Runner on first advances to second. And that was Riley Frost who just got home right there.
So Frost extends the lead to 7-0 after the wild pitch. Arispero still at the plate.
7-0 now for the Nighthawks. It's going to be a lot of work for Mars Hill in their final, what will likely be their final trips to the plate.
Feels like the Nighthawks just needed a couple of warm-up innings there until they started to get going. It wasn't until the 7th until they really started to pour it on with 3 runs scored there. Is that swing and a miss?
That'll be strike number 3.
That'll bring us to the 9th inning. Mars Hill got a big hill to climb up, as we'll be right back with you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here in Dahlonega, top of the 9th inning. Mars Hill trying to mount the comeback here, down 0-7.
9th inning today is presented by Carter Lumber, official partner of North Georgia Baseball. Count evens up at 1 apiece there, as that ball bounced at the plate.
As number 10, Alex Naran, up to bat here for Mars Hill. Out at first, his last time at bat.
Courtney couldn't keep that one in the zone, 2-1, but got Naran swinging there, 2-2. Lights are all the way on now. That one's fouled. Might get all the way to the street, actually.
So 2-2 count here for Naran.
They're calling that strike 3.
So
goes down looking.
2 more outs left here for this Mountain Lion squad.
Courtney's got 2 outs left to get here. If he gets them clean, that will give West Lot the win. That one's fouled up, way high. First baseman calls. That'll be 2 outs.
So Levensteins gets the out there.
And now Mars Hill is praying for one of the greatest 2-out rallies ever.
Anything's possible in sports. We'll see what number 30, Zach Weaver, can do here for Mars Hill.
Back up to bat, number 30, Zach Weaver.
Courtney's got 3 strikes to get right here. And there's one of them.
So the 0-1 count here for Weaver.
Mars Hill down to their final out right now. And now down to their final strike.
Swing and a miss brings it to 0-2 count.
Here it is. Courtney didn't want that one. Put it a little outside.
Softball team opens up their season tomorrow at 1:30 as they take on Spring Hill College in the Gulf Shores Invitational.
That one's fouled away. Mars Hill fighting just to stay alive right now. They need 7 runs and they don't have a base runner yet.
Georgia softball team, immediately following that game, will take on West Alabama. Same day as pitches in. 2-2 count here.
Courtney tried to throw a breaking ball over the outside of the plate there, but couldn't get it to come back around. Courtney delivers. It's grounded to short. Comes up. And the throw will be in time.
And that will do it for us here tonight in Dahlonega. Your final score, Nighthawks winning 7-0. We'll be back on Sunday for the third game of this series, set to take place at 1:30 from Robert DiClemente, Cooper Wow, and the rest of the Nighthawk Sports Network crew. We thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Again, your final score, Nighthawks win 7-0. We will see you tomorrow.